This is a Silk exclusive.
Welcome to another episode of Words Music Dance. I'm your host as always, Paulie the Bull, and Happy New Year's. I'm here with the family. This is the first episode of 2020. Y'all kind of dry.
2020,
Y'all
woo!
dry. Y'all dry.
2020.
Need a little more excitement. A little more excitement.
2020.
Okay. 2020. Shout out to the listeners. Shout out to the watchers. You know, it's been a while since I posted on the audio podcast. But for everybody that was just listening, of course, you can tune in on YouTube to get the videos of all the back episodes as well as some more content that I posted on there, including the Hands of Time with me and the homie Big John. What up, John? We did a year recap of 2019, just giving our opinion on that. So make sure you check that out if you don't know to migrate over to the YouTube channel to get all that stuff. And I'm joined today by my sisters, Krista, Tanea.
Olas.
Y'all have seen them before. Krista's first time live, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, is it? Yes.
So finally on camera instead of just in a little box.
Finally.
Instead of just in a little box on there.
Not in a video.
Yeah. So we here, we live. Spending time with the family. Still the holiday weekend when we record this, but again, you are seeing this actually on January 1st right now. So Happy New Year, ball drop.
L'chaim.
Yeah.
Mazel.
Yeah. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Festivus for the rest of us. You already know what it is.
All of that.
Us for the rest of
That's
That's
new
right.
one.
No, that's
I
old.
never heard of that.
That's Seinfeld. Y'all don't watch it? Okay,
No.
see? Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
They ain't cultured.
I mean, no soup for you. I got that.
Right. I didn't know Festivus for the rest of us. But okay, you learn something new every day.
Yeah. So now we know that. Y'all can celebrate that too with the Hanukkahs and the, you did the Chaim, get the up in there.
Yeah, like you have popcorn in your throat.
Right.
L'chaim.
Right. So, ladies, how was your Christmas vacation or time off or,
I mean, you was there.
but I'm asking as if I wasn't to the people. Did y'all enjoy it? Did Santa take care of y'all? Was it, fruitful and family loving and all that good stuff it's supposed to be?
Right, sure, yes.
Y'all are dry?
There you go.
I had a fantastic Christmas.
Thank you. Can you elaborate a little bit on it? Can I get some details?
Family was all together. We
That's what I'm
had
talking about.
wonderful and delicious breakfast. Everybody had the itis in the middle of the day. We migrated, and Crystal made a delicious, delectable, double-layered dinner. And everybody had the second round of the itis. We opened up gifts.
Now we did Secret Santa.
We did do Secret Santa, and I think everybody was really happy with their Secret Santa gifts. No, I think overall it was a really good Christmas. It was a really good Christmas for me because I had a large portion of my family here now that Crystal's moved down to Charlotte, and Paul comes and visits every year, so it just felt really, really good for me. I no longer feel like a man on an island by himself.
I agree.
There we go.
It was just great. Like I kind of woke up that morning excited and invigorated. Even though you got here 8:30 in the morning, I was already here waiting to pick you up. I didn't have to run to you. So no.
Santa Claus was coming to town. Me too.
Okay, it was great.
That's what I'm talking about.
I had a really, really, really good Christmas.
That's what's up. Krista, you want to add any more? Or you just going
it was I think for me the first year in a couple of years that I actually did a Christmas tree. It was like I gotta say I've been through a kind of a rough past maybe 2 years, 18 months, somewhere in that range, where even though I love Christmas, I spent it alone. I think last year the kids were in New York or something like that, so it was just me by myself in the house. And
okay.
So this year felt a little different, and I think this year also I was a little bit more financially able to do more, so I wanted to do more. And then we were all together finally, and it was just kind of one of those things where even though I hate Christmas shopping, I was all right going Christmas shopping because I was like, oh, I know such and such people don't like this. Oh, I know this. Da 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 da. I was like, oh, like the mug. I was like, oh, okay. And then giving Brianna, her journal. She cried. I was like,
oh, that's what's up. See, you had a moment.
Because she had been having these feelings and wanted to write, but she didn't have a journal. Gotcha. So she had finally gotten the journal, and so she gave gifts to Eric. Eric was like, oh, this is nice.
That's what the holidays is about. That's what it's all about.
Right.
See?
So it was good. About. I thought it was good.
That's what's up. That's what's up. See, we had good times. Family and getting the givings and
it's the first time we have all been together, like all together.
Yes.
Word
to baby Jesus. Word to baby Jesus. Good times. So like you said, 18 months or however you went through. 2019 ended off, on a high note, emotional, love, and all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
And what y'all got plans or resolutions or anything for 2020?
I wouldn't say necessarily resolutions.
Okay.
There's definitely things planning in the works. Anybody who knows Crystal and myself know that there's something always cooking when we're together. So, I think I've just said all that needs to be said when that comes to pass. But,
okay. Shout out to all they peoples that listening and watching, because y'all gonna share this and tell them. Of
course, absolutely.
Shout out to y'all.
So kind of.
No, we not. We gonna hold it together. We not gonna share this with nobody.
Don't look at this. Don't watch this.
Don't watch this.
It be your own people.
Don't listen.
It be your own people.
But I
press
just
pause.
think, when we talking, just press pause.
It be your own people.
But yeah, it's some exciting times. A lot of things are happening. A lot of different things are going on. A lot of moving parts. So I think it's gonna be good.
That's what's up. 2020. Look out for it.
I think it's good for both of us to be in the same space because, like she said, we both kind of been in a little bit of a rut. And it's just something having your other person with you that gets you motivated and back in the game. So I think that's really what that's about.
Everybody need that every now and then.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So let's backtrack a little bit back to 2019 right quick.
Let's go.
The year ended off. How was Thanksgiving? That's the start of the holiday season. Was Thanksgiving good too?
Thanksgiving was fantastic.
Because I wasn't here with y'all for that.
No, but we kind of did a similar version of Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Breakfast was at my house instead.
Right, breakfast was at Crystal's house, and we had a big situation for breakfast as well. So everybody got the itis and took the nap. And then we migrated to my house and had dinner there. Mommy came through. Shout out to my mom.
Mama.
Hey.
Hi, Mom.
And we just had a lot of laughs. Thanksgiving felt good too.
That's what's up.
Like it just felt good just to laugh about family stuff and nonsense and randomness. And the crazy thing about it, Crystal, I know you remember, we did not have any alcohol.
None.
On Thanksgiving.
Sober.
Because both of us forgot to pick up a bottle of wine.
And y'all still had a good time.
And we had
a
fabulous time. Like we was laughing.
You really would have thought that we had something.
You would have thought there was something other than like juice and soda in them cups.
Yeah.
Because we was cracking up.
So was there any Black Friday shopping?
No.
Y'all just back to work? Okay, all right. No doubt. Okay. So that was Thanksgiving and stuff. Then in the holiday season, Black Friday shopping wasn't happening.
No.
That mall was. It took. First of all, my daughter Brown, she works at the mall. It's 2 minutes from the house.
Right.
It took me at least a half an hour to get her to the mall, and I didn't even drop her off in front of the store. I had to drop her off outside.
Right.
It took me another 45 minutes to get out of the mall. Then I had to take the highway. I literally lived.
Yes.
I had to take the highway all the way back around.
So are y'all glad that y'all got grown kids now, kind of like they could, need to do that to...
You mean like the shopping part?
Yeah.
I don't think we ever really did the Black Friday shopping part.
Okay.
Crystal and I habitually would shop on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
and then have everything shipped to the house.
Okay.
Shout out to New York Toys R Us, 42nd Street.
But that ain't there no more.
I know.
Shout out to the olden days. But we never really, so that whole getting into that shopping thing and dealing with people, and then when you down here, us being New Yorkers, and I don't want to speak for you, but me being a New Yorker, I can't ever really find what I'm looking for in the store, so I tend to shop online anyway. So it was just packages coming to the house.
Yeah, I think it's a regional thing. You know, different stores in different regions have different things.
Right.
So when you're looking for the style you've been dressing as New Yorkers for so many years, and you come here and you see like, I don't know what the hell people wear. I have to be quite honest. I don't know what people wear down here. So you be like,
But shout out to the residents of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Love the
if I do have any viewers and subscribers and stuff on there.
Yeah, but it's like your own personal taste and flavor. So shopping in a store, I really didn't have to do that specifically because I knew exactly what I wanted, and getting it online was a lot easier.
Gotcha.
Although there was a store or two I did run into to get some pieces for some other folks, but I was in and out like a burglar. Oh, got this piece, snap. Pay my money, get going.
Yeah. Right.
For me, it was the grocery stores.
oh my God.
Well, the food and,
buying the food and everything, and being online. Let me tell you, Christmas Eve, I think I might have cursed about 3-4 people.
Oh my God.
It was crazy. I cursed out somebody in the drive-thru at McDonald's. I cursed out somebody in Food Lion. I cursed out somebody else in another store because
they're so nice.
Yeah, the workers was nice, but the shoppers. Right. You know, respect the line. Respect that. You know, everybody's a little bit all over the place, and everybody got somewhere to go. But don't think you just gonna jump in. Like, give me the courtesy. Hey, I only got this one thing. Is it okay? You know what I'm saying?
They do that in their cars though. Like, well, it's like these people think they are on the end of 500.
It'd be like that sometimes, but all right. So the shopping experience was, but feel free to share your shopping experiences below and stuff. Let us know how y'all got down with this holiday season. I just wanted to go back a little because I haven't really did a podcast episode since about Thanksgiving-ish. So just had to go back a little bit, see what everybody might have missed there. Also in that time frame, I don't know if there's too many Saturday Night Live fans, but Eddie Murphy made his return to Saturday Night Live a couple weeks ago. We all watched it, correct?
Yes.
And, obviously, Dolomite is my name drop on Netflix a couple months ago or whatever.
Yeah.
So this is Eddie's return, Eddie's rollout. He's working his way up to do some stand-up and stuff again.
Right.
So what do we think of his sketch comedy work and his opening monologue first? Was like his first taste of getting back to the stand-up kind of thing.
Right.
This is the last episode of 2019, but if you're black, this is the first episode since I left back in 1984.
And then the sketches. So what do we think about the opening monologue? How did he? Go ahead, Chris, you go.
No, I thought it was good. I would have liked to have had him do a straight monologue instead of bringing in the Tracy Morgan, the Chris Rock, the Dave Chappelle. I would have rather him do,
because each one of them kind of got a joke in,
right?
So they kind of shared that moment. And again, it might be because he's trying to get his feet wet or shake the rust off, maybe. So.
Yeah, but Eddie got jokes. I feel like Eddie got jokes in his back pocket, and maybe one or two of them you might want to just pull out just to see what's going to happen. I mean, the whole Bill Cosby joke,
I was gonna get to that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I feel like we could have done a little. He could have had a little bit more him.
Okay.
Because as we'll get to, most of his sketches in that episode were just an extension of what he did while he was on Saturday Night Live.
Right.
Wasn't too many. Every character,
things.
Velvet. Yeah, it was all stuff that he had already done. So I would have liked to have seen something fresh and something new.
For the monologue and stuff,
for the monologue.
Got you. What's your take on the opening monologue of the show?
I liked it. I thought it was cute because it kind of showed some brotherhood and camaraderie against black male comedians. And even though Kevin Hart wasn't there, he did make mention of him in a joke. So just, it was almost like saying Big Brother is acknowledging you. And so bringing them out, knowing that they came behind him, knowing that they, you know, I felt like that was his way of saying, thanks guys for keeping this moving. You guys held it down. Like, I appreciate you type
Especially
thing.
the ones that were on set. The
Morgan, right. And then Keenan came out later, kind of just like solidified it, because he's like the more new age comedian holding it down. So that's what I took it as. But yeah, I would have liked to seen maybe a little bit more before they started rolling in. But I know it's just the opening monologue to Saturday Night Live, right? So that's fine. I enjoyed it though.
I wonder how Kevin took that joke. Because he said he was talking about his kids, and he was like,
Aint, I actually just had a new baby just about a year ago. I had a new baby. That means I have 10 kids now. 11 if you count Kevin Hart. I'm kidding, I love Kevin Hart.
Like you said, it was kind of an acknowledgement. I see you, you doing things still. You know, so I don't think we take it personal, but you know, Kevin go through his moods sometimes.
But it's Eddie Murphy, so that can't be no mood.
Right, you really can't.
Again, I would hope so.
Don't mold none. Just like, yeah, you said my name. All right. I couldn't be there, but you said my name.
Right.
Like, leave it at that.
Do you feel, because we both kind of feel like, we all kind of feel the monologue should have been more him. Do you feel they each overshadowed him, or do you think one or a couple overshadowed, or do you? No. I
don't think it was an overshadow. I think it was a sharing, and I would have rathered him in just this one instance be a little bit more selfish.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I get that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the best part was when the white dude tried to come up.
Yes.
And Keenan was like, hold on, I got it from here.
Right. Yeah.
Because that was interesting. It was funny because I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
So that was cool. And then on to the sketches. Do we have a best or least favorite that you want to point out, or they were all kind of?
Well, Mr. Robinson is always gonna probably be my favorite.
Near and dear to you. Okay.
And especially now that the co-op and the gentrification, and so that I was like, how would Mr. Robinson living in Brooklyn when now apartments is $1.2 million, and how would he, you know?
So you liked how they played that one out?
I liked that one.
Okay.
My least favorite, even though I think you could have probably done more, was Buckwheat.
Okay.
The Masked Singer?
Yeah. I think that one, and again, like we were talking about that before.
Right.
I think it would depend on SNL's demographic, how that hit, who was watching. Yeah, because it was like you got the Masked Singer, and then you got Buckwheat. So you got Now and Then, and I wonder the joke of him with his speech impediment or whatever. How did that go over? You know, I wonder how that was taken, because I was thinking about that one too. It was like the Masked Singer is a current show. And then you got him singing, and it's like, it's obviously Buckwheat, but who would know?
Buckwheat, and how that all ties together.
Yeah. And it kept going. It was like he sung like 3 more songs.
Right.
I just feel like they could have maybe played it out better, where you don't guess Buckwheat automatically. Because it was like, who is that? Oh, it's Buckwheat, and then he just started singing again.
Right.
For that one, I was hoping they did Eddie Murphy. Like that would have been a good one. The Masked Singer he could have did Party All the Time, and they'd be like, I can't tell who it is. Like play on his music career.
Yeah.
You know, he do his songs, and they like, I've never heard that one. You know, something like that would have been. You know what I'm saying? But what's your favorite? Or
the Black Jeopardy.
What's your favorite? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love Velvet Jones.
Even though he could, what got me was that he kept laughing at himself before he could get the line.
He was trying to read the
and I love that it was like you remove that fourth wall, because he was laughing at himself, and it was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna laugh, and I'm gonna have this moment. But that was my favorite, because you heard him fub the line, but you still laughed because you knew where it was going. That one was my favorite. I didn't necessarily have a least favorite.
Okay.
I'm pretty much realized why I don't watch SNL anymore. And 2, I just enjoyed all the sketches that he was in.
Okay.
The Elf one was funny too.
What was the Elf one?
At the end, where the workshop, Santa's workshop was on fire.
And he was doing it in the news.
As elves were fleeing the workshop, but no word yet as to what they were fleeing from. Still looking for answers here.
I saw the whole thing walking back from the Candy Cane Depot. I saw the whole thing.
Okay, it looks like we have an eyewitness here. What's your name, sir?
Don't matter what my name is. I seen what happened. A polar bear got into the workshop and started eating the L's. I don't know those L's, and I don't work with those L's, but those L's are gone.
Right. He was like, I seen the whole thing. No, that's not what happened. This is what happened. Yeah,
Right.
that one was there.
And the band's coming.
Right.
Sir, what is your name?
It don't matter what my name.
Right.
That was a funny one too. I forgot about that. Yeah, that one was because he was telling the truth and the news was trying to cover it up.
Right.
He's like, no, it's an angry bear and he doing it. Sir, what is your name? It doesn't matter what my name is.
Right.
Stop asking my name.
Right.
The band is coming. Yeah, that one was different. And that was unique. It wasn't one of his older.
Right.
Yes.
So that stood out because of that. Yeah.
It wasn't one of his older characters. It was just a character.
Yeah.
So
I liked Gumby though. I liked Gumby.
When
I
Gumby
think
did
they
the
could have
news.
extended.
I just don't think the news was probably the place for Gumby, but I liked Gumby.
But back in the day, that's what he did. Like he would talk about stuff in its purest, rawest form.
And I think it was cool just to see him do it with Michael and Colin doing the news together and stuff, and the interaction. So that was kind of a cool moment too, because he was, like you said, he would do the current events as Gumby, and he was telling them like, you can't do it without me. And so I thought that was cool because of that.
Yeah.
I like that because of that.
Yeah, I like seeing him. And the Bill Cosby joke.
But if you would have told me 30 years ago that I would be this boring, stay-at-home, house dad, and Bill Cosby would be in jail, even I would have took that bet. I'd say, who is America's dad now?
I enjoyed.
I didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Why didn't I have a problem with it? Because it's the truth. Right? Like nothing. If you go back to his stand-up, I think it was Raw, where he said Bill Cosby called him and said, you can't do X. Here we are, fast forward.
Right. And Bill's people, spokesperson, so-and-so, released a statement being a little upset about... Yeah.
You should never say Bill Cosby's name. Shut up. Shut up.
So you fine with it? You fine with it?
Yeah.
I thought it was appropriate because at the end of the day, a comedian is a comedian. Comedians tell jokes. It wasn't distasteful. It was
he is in
personal.
jail. It wasn't. He didn't speak on why.
It was all factual.
Right.
It was about him and Bill, and not just one. So it was perfectly fine. It was a joke. That was a joke.
Right. He didn't touch on the trials.
No.
He didn't say, if you'd have told me you was raping people, and I'd be the one to dab. He didn't speak on that.
R word.
Right.
He just said jail.
Right. I agree with y'all. Let me know what y'all think. If y'all feel he shouldn't did it, or it was tasteful, tasteless, however, I think it was comedy.
Very tasteful comedy.
I think it was comedy. I think that was probably the most edgy thing he kind of did.
Right.
Yeah.
Mature, tasteful comedy.
Yeah. But like I said, that was a couple weeks ago. Just catching up right now. But also in the news, so as Christmas approached, there was a teacher that got fired for telling his students in his school that Santa does not exist.
I didn't hear about this. I didn't hear about this.
Yeah.
Not the baby.
So, and I believe it was first grade.
Oh God, he ruined Christmas.
He got fired.
Of course he did.
He got fired for telling the truth.
Of course
he told the truth.
Of course he did.
Okay,
Of course he did.
What do y'all think about telling kids in school that Santa ain't real? And I don't know how he did it. I don't know if he was yoking them up like, listen here, Santa ain't real. Your daddy bought you that. Your mom, I don't know if he did it like that. But how do y'all feel about that being discussed in school?
I feel like it's one of those things where you should probably just let the parents handle it. And I think it's so funny how the school system and in the classroom, they always want the parents' input. But then you do something like this that is non-academic related. And it's like, how do you, that's your opinion, sir. You should not be inflicting your opinion on these defenseless little children. Let them still believe in fairy tales if that's what they want to believe.
Right. Crystal, what you think?
Yeah, first grade is what, 5, 6 years old?
Yeah, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7.
You gotta let the babies have Christmas.
Yes, let them alone.
Like,
if the parents didn't discuss it already, let them live it.
And I don't think that 6 years old that you probably should tell your kid that there is no Santa. Which, spoiler alert, there is no Santa. But I know. It's okay. Woo, 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 woo. There's no Santa.
It's okay.
So I just think that you leave the kids alone. Hey, there's so many other things that's going on. We say this every time we come together. There's so many other things that go on in the world where kids are exposed to so many other things. Let them have one.
Oh, so he was a substitute teacher.
Oh, what?
Well, he should have been fired.
It was first graders, right? And that's what I was going to ask you next. Do you feel the punishment was too harsh?
You're not supposed to be doing that much. You're supposed to stick to the curriculum that the teacher left.
Teacher just take attendance, right? That's pretty much it.
They take attendance. If the real teacher left a curriculum for the day or however long the teacher's out, you follow that. And then at a certain point, you watching movies and playing games. It's the holidays. Substitute teachers, from what I remember, when you had a sub, it was in school party time. Just keep it down. Don't get too loud and rowdy, and we good over here.
Did I go if I had a substitute?
But did you know
grade?
in advance? You wouldn't know in advance.
You was cutting in first grade?
No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking like more high school. Sorry.
Yeah, not yet.
Well, you had to peek in there before you knew, like, unless you knew the teacher's out for the week.
Actually, I feel like
if
someone else had the class prior to me, then they would have been like, "Oh, such and such ain't here." I'm like, "Oh, cool,
right,
we out."
But a first and second grader, like elementary school in totality, like if you knew you had a sub, it was low key in-house party time.
Did I cut? Third grade.
You was cutting in third grade?
Well, I was forging mommy's signature in the third grade.
But where you was going in third grade?
Catholic school. I was on 138th Street. You know, the little corner store is right around the corner. I lived around the corner on 139th from between 5th and 6th, St. Mark's. Boom, I went home.
Children, stay in school. Okay, stay in school.
I was forging mommy's signature in the
Eat
third
your vegetables.
grade. So
take your vitamins.
Don't make it seem like we not accomplished people.
I believe the children are our future.
We cut a class.
Like you do things.
I'm just
it's
saying.
To be expected.
I believe the children are our future. I just want to teach them well and let them lead the way.
Show them all the beauty they possess inside.
That's all I'm trying to do.
Get them a sense of pride.
That's all.
Make it easier.
Wait, you want them to be like Whitney?
No, not exactly. But however, you know,
because crack is whack. That's what she said.
It's cheap. She said it's cheap.
I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows.
You want the children to be like Whitney.
But I'm just saying, stay late, children, you know.
Don't find yourself a Bobby Brown.
Well, then again, hold on. Matter of fact, no, children don't even watch this because YouTube is wilding out with their new rules and stuff. So ain't no children here in the first place.
Right, we
Go
can't
to
even
bed.
talk about the little children.
Go to bed. Turn the channel.
But one more thing. Did you hear about that other teacher that did like a spa day for his class? Where he had friends of his that were like beauticians and barbers and nail techs, and they came in and they kind of like lined up the boys' heads and braided the little girl's hair and did their nails, and it was all over Instagram. I'll send you the clip so you can.
But how we feel about that though? Taking the kids to get haircuts and stuff like to.
Well, it was just to make them feel good because you know.
But you don't think that's intruding on the kids?
You don't
on
think
the
that's
parents?
like borderline creepy?
Yeah. That's a bit intrusive to the kid. How old were they? How old was the kid?
They were. I would say maybe about the same first, second, third grade.
Yeah, that's a bit much to if I don't, you know, I don't.
It didn't say if he got parent consent or not. That wasn't a part of the story.
That I would need to know.
I would assume that you did because
I would hope so. Yeah.
You can't really just take it upon yourself to do those types of things,
right?
Especially knowing certain kids have allergies. And
some kids,
like that.
right? Some kids are fidgety. And
so right. So I'm gonna go on the ledge and say he did do like a consent form to do that.
Okay.
But
they be doing the little haircuts and nails and hair done, man. Look how I got it set up. That's what they gonna come get their little haircuts. They gonna get their little head did right here. They little bows and. Oh, girl, let me see. Oh, Journey. Yes, indeed. Show him. Yeah, Journey. Yes, indeed. Do that spin for me again. Let me see, turn around. Girl, yes indeed.
I was like, what you trying to pretend to be?
We getting it in here. Yes indeed, Milan. Yes indeed, girl. I like that, girl. Your mama. Oh my. You still got it. You like it? Yes, sir. He said he still got it. Yes, sir. Okay. And you got that head in. Okay, girl. I see.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, we all feel it was a good gesture for the teacher. Yeah. Kids love it. Everybody feel good after getting their hair did, getting their nails did.
Like I said, I'm just gonna assume the parents knew because at this point it's been some time and nobody came back and said I didn't sign that in.
Right.
Which somebody would have.
Somebody definitely would have said something. So.
Right. So I'm gonna say it's safe to say the parents knew. I think it was, and we confirmed it was kindergartners.
Kindergartners, yes.
So
yes.
I'm just gonna go. It was a sweet gesture,
and they felt
It's
good.
better than telling the kids there's no Santa.
Well, and the substitute teacher actually went further because they obviously children have questions,
right?
And they went on to ask about the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy,
right,
and any other. So he probably told them, yeah, they all fake. So this could be a gentleman who had a rough childhood, or I don't know. I don't know the man or the woman. I don't even know. They didn't confirm.
Destroyed all the little children's hopes and dreams.
I don't think he should have been fired.
Okay.
Where's the substitute? I'm sure he was just asked not to come.
But now he's not gonna find any work. Like now nobody's.
Well, not around Christmas time.
Well, I'm just saying. As time goes on, now he just can't substitute anymore.
Make him a summer school teacher.
I mean, I'm sure.
Because he told the truth. Like, it wasn't like he was lying to the kids. He was telling the truth.
I mean, it wasn't an offense.
It's the hard truth. It's the hard truth.
It wasn't a hard offense. He probably was just fired from that school.
Some
other school and some other location will probably pick him up. Right. But, yeah,
it's not his truth to tell.
It's right. Not babies.
Listen.
Not the babies.
I'm just saying,
Not the babies.
Comment below is what y'all think. If something develops like that, the conversation continues, we will discuss that. But listen, he told the truth. That's all I'm gonna say.
Whatever.
He told the truth. Christmas movies. We haven't really watched Christmas movies. We've been watching. Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3 is a Christmas movie.
Iron Man 3 is a Christmas movie.
We count Iron Man 3 as a Christmas movie.
Yes. Because it was Christmas.
But real quick, do you guys have preferred Christmas movies?
Not necessarily. I think I've kind of grown out of I gotta watch this, I gotta do this, I gotta have that. Okay. Other than a real Christmas tree.
So
but I gotta have a real Christmas tree. And everybody looked at me crazy. You buy a real Christmas tree every year? Yes, I do. Yeah. Because I've grown up with real Christmas trees and I will not have a fake one.
I'm good without them. The little leaves be around. But that's another story. But Christmas movies though.
But Christmas movies, I don't really have a preference.
Christmas Story.
I mean, that's
Gremlins,
a good one.
Die Hard, Home Alone.
Die Hard is
supposed to be a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie.
So is Iron Man 3, like we said. So,
yeah. So, I mean, we could watch them all. I could watch them all.
Do you go back to the classics? A Wonderful Life? And
no.
Miracle on 34th Street?
Elf?
No.
Elf?
No.
Elf is a Christmas movie.
It is
that I watch. A Christmas Story I watch because it's on TBS for 38 hours straight.
Yeah. Starting officially the day after Thanksgiving. So
you'll shoot your eye out.
Yeah.
It happens.
But other than Elf and A Christmas Story,
not really.
That's it? Okay. Shout out to y'all. I want to give a shout out to anybody before we go?
Shout out to just the family.
Okay.
Shout out to the viewers.
Yeah,
Thank y'all so much for watching all of 2019.
Yeah.
Take all your friends, tell them about this,
right? And
have them tell their friends.
Yeah.
The goal is for us to have more subscribs next year, more likes, more views, more shares.
Take that.
The plan is to go bigger for a 2021 vision. So yes, y'all are just as much a part of this family. Let's make it happen for 2020.
Right. Chris, can you follow that up? No? Crystal laughing over here. We're going to holler at y'all. We're going to see y'all. The conversation continues later.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.